Okay, in this problem here, a sample of students were shown two statements. The first one says, I have cheated on a test. And the second one, I've never cheated on a test. So, but before they're answering the questions, they're first secretly roll a die. And if they got a 6, right, so if they roll their die and it comes up a 6, and then they answer statement 1. So that's a 1/6 probability. If they don't roll a 6, then they answer statement 2, which is a 5/6 probability. Okay, so some answer question 1 and some answer question 2, all about cheating a test. But both times they answer the question honestly, as it says, say true or false, honestly trace true or false, and honestly say true and false. So for I part, if 20% of the students have cheated on a test, how many of the 120 would be expected to say true? Well, what we know, and if I think about this, I'm going to make a table here. I know that there are statement 1 and statement 2. Based upon these percentages of the 120 students, 1/6 of 120 is 20 students will take statement 1, and 100 students will be answering statement 2. Now, we also know that there are cheaters in the world, and there are non-cheaters. So, if we recognize that 20% of the students have cheated, so of these particular 20 who have taken statement 1, 20 times 0.2% is 4. So that means there are 4 cheaters. So they would have answered true. Hence, there are 16 non-cheaters and they would have answered false. Similarly, when I go to statement 2, I know there's 20% of these students are cheaters. So that's 20% are cheaters. And so 80% are non-cheaters. And on the second statement, I have never cheated on a test. These people would answer true, and these people would answer false. All right, so if 20% have cheated on a test, how many of the 120 would be expected to answer true? Well, then I can clearly see from here, these two here would answer true. And so I would say 84 students answer true. Answer true. Okay, so now looking at part 2. If we no longer know this is no longer true for the second part. But if 48 out of 120 students say true, what's the percentage of that they have cheated on a test? So we're looking for the percentage of cheaters. And so that means that this box out of 20 and this box out of 100 have to be the same, because there's the proportion of cheaters have to be the same. So if I'm actually trying to find that, I know if I call this x and this y, I know that this is 20 minus x and this is 100 minus y. I know that x over 20 has to be the same proportion as y over 100. But if I have two variables and two unknowns, I need a second equation. I know 48 of the 120 students said true. Well, that's this box and this box are the true sayers, so x plus 100 minus is equal to 48. And so the easiest percentage to find is y I'd like to find, because then that is the percentage. So if I'm going to solve for y, I'm going to rearrange for x. So x will be subtracting this over y minus 52. I'm going to take this and plug it into here. And so it's y minus 52 over 20 is equal to y over 100. I can cancel out the 20 and make that 1, and this is a 5. And so I get 5y minus 5 times 52 is y. If 5 times 52 is 260 is equal to 4y, divided by the 4, y then divide by 4 is 65. So what that means is the estimated percentage of students who have cheated is 65%.